morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave today, and today we're going back to the old stuff. Yep, it's Stirling's the Spice. Or Stirling Spice. Yep, smells like Old Spice. Yep, the old shaving soap. So there you go. That's what the standard is. We're going to be using the old Star razor with some Astra blades, second use. Or is it third use? I think it's second use. And then we're going to use some Old Spice Aftershave. So, there you go. It's the old stuff. Well, I wish I had some Old Spice shaving soap right now. But every time I look, it's like, well, it's on eBay. You can get it on eBay. You can buy a puck. And it's like $50 for a puck. And I'm like, no, not gonna do it. It's like, it's hard when you remember spending $2, $3 for a puck back in the day. You're like, oh, no, I don't think so. And it's like, every once in a while, you can find, probably find it in one of those antique shops or something that's selling stuff fairly cheap. I imagine. I go to those places every once in a great while, but not very often. I'll see something, oh, wow, that's nice, and I'll bring it home. My wife like, we got enough junk in the house. We don't need any more of that. It's like, I walk around the house and almost everything in here is yours. Says you never put anything in it. You never do anything. That's all. Why is that? I don't know. So it is what it is. Yeah, I like this Star razor. This was my grandfather. I said it many times. So, but in case we got a few new people, 3 or 4 in the last month. So, hey, if you're new, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Appreciate the subs. Yeah, I don't buy my subs. It's pretty obvious. The old joke that's going around YouTube now. Buy your subs. Buy your views. Just do it. I have no idea how you do that. I suppose I looked it up. I could. Not my thing. I'd rather spend the money on, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'd rather buy gear. It's like, one thing I should look into is that I know that Scott over the Shaving a Peg Leg does that partner thing, where whenever he reaches a certain milestone, he does a giveaway. I need to look into that. I think it's with the razor company. See what you have to do that. That'll give me something to give away to everybody. Well, let's see what else is going on around here. Not a lot. Shaving wise, well, that really knocked it down. It's still going against the grain, but with the grain, seems smooth already. Had some nasty comments. Yeah, I get those every once in a while. People just come in and just start putting crap on your channel, and like, okay, I don't understand it. Why are you wasting your time and mine? It's gonna get deleted. It's like really common. You get those bots that are putting that porn sites and stuff up on people's channels, and it's like they'll go through and probably hit everybody. It's a plague. that goes around. I got this really drippy. I got this Jeffrey Smith style today. You see it's just dripping off my face. Got a lot of moisture in it today. It's getting all over me. But yeah, I had a couple and it's like, yes, the bowl. It's like, who would think a cereal bowl would be controversial? Okay. Like, don't you have better things to do? Like I'm supposed to go out and spend $50 on a bowl? No, I'm not doing that. Just a bowl. Nothing spectacular about it. And maybe it's just because I'm from a different, maybe I'm a different generation, where some of us were actually doing this before the whole revolution happened, where somebody started naming things differently and calling it new. And that's another thing that bugs me, is how people will take something that's old, rename it and call it new when it isn't new. I was watching I subscribe to a channel he does, how do you call it? He 3D prints. Okay, my Adam's up or something. Figurines, you know, let's say Marvel and DC, you know, the superhero type figures, and he makes them like quarter scale, 1/6 scale, so they're big, you know. 3D prints them out and then he paints them up and everything. And he was talking about this new technique called slap chop. And I was like, slap chop? Never heard of it. And he started talking about it, and I was like, oh, that's old. That's been around for 30, 40 years. He's like, that's not new. Some person came along and said, hey, I'm going to call it this and call it a new technique. No. It's like, sorry, you're just trying to reinvent the wheel. You got the wheel, just a different version of the wheel. Like, yeah, it's just like me coming along and listening to individuals talk about this or that or this, and he's like, no, that's not new. Yeah. That's the one thing that really kind of bugs me sometimes, is you listen to this stuff and I think it might be that the biggest purveyor of this problem is YouTube and what the heck's that crappy thing called TikTok, the Chinese spy bot program or system that allows the Chinese Chi-coms to spy on your systems. It's little do people know that TikTok is a Chi-com device, and when you say the terms and service and agreement, you agree to allow them to access everything on your phone. Well, guess what? They're just collecting info from you. Like, yeah. Not good at all. But back to, from digressing from the topic, is it seems like people are just trying to do something new to get clickbait and controversial or whatever. You know, it's like there's a lot of that goes on nowadays with it's like it's pretty prevalent. It's like on Facebook, is that I'll be tooling around. There's the video section, and I'll just go in there because I really like watching the videos about the Ukrainian war that's going on. I'm a trained armor officer. I like to see what's going on, and So I get a lot of videos, but I watch through that just like at a free time every once in a while. But that's turned into a cesspool of, it's like you get porn now on Facebook and you're like, what the heck is going on around here? And then my brother was telling me that I guess Facebook got sold or something to a new company and they're just letting everything go. And it's like, yeah, do whatever you want. So it's kind of a rant video, I guess. I don't know. You ever wake up in one of those where you're in a mood some mornings? I probably should do some on my neck here. Yeah, I did. I forgot this whole area. Knew I did. Hey, I got sidetracked by ranting and raving and like a crazy lunatic and totally forgot to finish the job. You can hear that. Probably should clean up some of my neck while I'm at it. So, yeah, it was one of those deals where somebody was ranting and raving about my shave bowl. Okay, it's one thing to be constructive. You know, it's like, okay, or this or that, or, you know, you may think that a $50 bowl is, you know, better. You know, I spent $50 on something. It's got to be better than this because I spent $50 on it. Well, is it? You know, it's the same thing. We've had this conversation before. You may spend $200 on a razor. I may spend, let's say that I went to, say, eBay and I spent $10 and got this. And this one gives me a better shave than your $200 razor. And you're trying to justify that $200 razor? No. It's all, some of it's subjective too. And some of it is empirical evidence. Because I do have razors that eventually do enough passes that give me a good shave. You know, like the King C Gillette. I can get a good shave out of it, but it's not a one that I would write home about. Say, hey, everybody must have one, because it's really not. It's a good starter razor. You get somebody that, let's say, walks into Walgreens or something and sees it on the shelf and goes, you know, I'm going to buy that. See what all the hype is. And they come to find out that after using the blades and stuff, you know, it's buying new ones and better blades, and they're like, they're starting to get better shaves than, say, a cartridge. You know, that's, you know, is that an opinion or is that, you know, kind of evidence? You know, it's subjective or what, but I can get a good shave with a high quality cartridge razor, but you gotta spend money to get those. You know, you can spend a lot of money and get a 4 or 3 blade platinum, you know, cartridge head and get, you know, maybe 10 shaves out of it. For some people. Some of us, I was like once a month. I used to change my blades once a month. But, man, that comes down to if you got how heavy your beard is. If you're trying to cut razor wire with it, yeah, it's not going to last very long. But, yeah, it's just one of those things. Not telling anybody what they're supposed to do. Do what you want to do. It's yours. Your money, you do it. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. But somewhere, it's like, let's say you went to Wikipedia and say cheap ass shaver. Well, for a long time I was called the cheap ass shaver because, you know, I would, as after Procter and Gamble discontinued making Old Spice shaving soap, I started just using bar soap, and I got by with that. Shave in the shower, you know, saved a lot of money. But, you know, it is what it is. Do what you want to do. It's like if you look back at my, what the heck was it? The True to Life Death Row shave, where I used that crappy Bic, or was it Bic or was it Gillette? I think it was a Gillette. It was a crappy razor. But one blade. But, yeah, eventually you can get a smooth shave. Oh, wait a minute. How the heck did I miss that? One spot right there. Oh, right there. Never be afraid to feel your face. You never know when you miss a spot. And it's smooth. That Star Razor always gives me a good shave. Occasionally it bites, but I think, I don't know if I had a bump there or maybe went cross, and it just went diagonally across. Cut, and there's a little bit there, bump. Whip the top off. But, yep. There we go. I smell like Old Spice. But we need more Old Spice. We need cedar. Here comes the cedar. There we go. Smell orange too. Wow, that's an orange in here. Oranges come across really hard. Citrusy. Don't know why. Just like every time I shave with something, I catch something different. It's like your nose day to day changes. Oh, man, that is a good scent. All right. Get the water off of it. And I got a little bit of extra suds that went flying everywhere because I was flopping it everywhere. Okay. There we go. Stirling Spice. The Old Spice dupe from Stirling. Really good stuff. I like it. And then we had Astra blades. I think it's the second use. And then the Star Razor. Good. The star of the show. Did a good job. And followed up with some Old Spice. The tradition, or the new Old Spice. I could have used the new stuff, I guess. But, yeah, it is what it is. All right, so that's the shave of the day, everybody. So hit the old like button. Stick around. If you've been to the end of the video, stick around for a little bit farther so we can enjoy this little ride we call shaving. Classic shaving, that is. All right, so we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.